friends, do you like to help out in the garden? Planting a garden can be so much fun, and it gives us pretty flowers and yummy food. The Bible often uses gardens as an example to teach us about heaven. I have this cool bin that will set up like a garden. Come play with me and hear the parable of the sower, which Jesus taught us.
Juice box!
Let's start by adding some soil to our bin. Dump it out. Oh, look at that. The soil is dark and crumbly. It smells earthy, like a forest after it rains. Let's pat it down with our hands. Now this will be our garden base. Let's look at the first part of the story Jesus told. He said, "A sower went out to sow, and as he sowed, some seed fell on the path." Here's our path. Let's pour out these little pebbles. Spread them out flat. I'll pat them down. Now for the seeds. But oh no! Look! A bird swoops in. It eats up the seeds before they can grow. Why do you think the seeds didn't grow here? That's right, the path was hard and the birds got them fast. Sometimes our hearts can be like that too. Not really listening to God's word. Next, Jesus said, some fell on rocky ground where it had little soil. Let's get some bigger rocks. We'll make a rocky patch. It's bumpy and rough. Let's move them around. Jesus said the seed sprang up at once because the soil was not deep. And when the sun rose, it was scorched, and it withered for lack of roots. Let's put some flowers here. But oh no! It's wilting. That's not enough soil to help it grow strong. The roots have nowhere to go. Let's rake these dead flowers out of here. Have you ever seen a plant that dried up in the sun? Jesus said this is like someone who hears God's word but gives up when things get hard. Let's move on to the next part. The seeds that fell among thorns. Let's add some green moss. Ooh, it's squishy. And here are some sharp rocks. Let's put these twisty, thorny things in. Plop goes the seed. Plop, plop. A little flower grew. But oh no, the thorns are growing all around it, and they're choking the flower. Poor flower. Why do you think the flower is having a hard time growing? Jesus said this is like people who get distracted by worries or stuff that they want, and they forget about God. Now for the best part, the good soil. Let's rake the soil nice and smooth. Shk, shk. Let's dig some little holes with our finger. We'll plant the seeds there. Boop. Cover them gently. Pat, pat. Now let's give them water. That's squishy. Jesus said, some seed fell on rich soil and produced fruit 100 or 60 or 30-fold. What helps the seeds grow here? Yes, good soil, water, sunshine, and care. Jesus said that the good soil is like someone who listens to God's word, understands it, and lives it out. Wow, look at our beautiful garden! We explored all the different places where the seeds fell in Jesus' story. The hard path where the seeds didn't even get a chance to grow. The rocky ground where the sun dried the plants out. The thorny place where the weeds and worries choked them. And the good soil where the seeds grew into something amazing. Jesus told this story to help us understand how our hearts can be like these different soils. When we hear God's word, like when we read the Bible or go to Mass, we get to decide what kind of soil we want to be. So what kind of soil do you want to be? I want to be like the good soil too, ready to listen, to grow, and to share God's love with the world. Every time you plant something, water a garden, or play in the dirt, you can think about how God is helping you grow too. Thank you for building this story with me today. Bye, friends!
Goosebumps.